check. Mic check, 1, 2.
Welcome back to Jolly's Rants. I'm Jolly the Patriotic Puppet, and here's your rant. And today, we've got more celebrity meltdowns. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, these stupid celebs, they always think they got the high ground whenever they try to preach to you about their stupid, democratic, loving policies. But, we know how to laugh at them, and we know how to make fun of them right here on the meltdowns. And we got some good ones for you today, guys. So buckle up. But before you do, make sure to smash that like button right there, if you would, please. And hit that subscribe, because I need all you awesome patriots to help hook this channel up and take it to the next level so we can make Muppets great again. All right, guys. Now, let's get into our first celebrity meltdown. Here we go. All right, guys, first thing we got to talk about that kind of sets this whole video up, because we're going to be talking about him a lot in this one, and that is, the dastardly Jimmy Kimmel. Yes, this piece of crap. He's been going around for years talking mad shit about Trump and anybody else on the Republican side, making terrible jokes as his ratings continue to flop. Well, last week, it seems he got laid off. Yeah. His show got canceled. And talking smack about Charlie Kirk and, basically pushing more lies about how the shooter was MAGA, which we all know is bullshit. And, he got spanked for a few days, but I got some bad news. Unfortunately, he's back. I know, it sucks. But, let's dig into it a little deeper, shall we? So, I don't know if you can see this right here. I'm going to blow it up for just a second. But it looks like, and this is over on my Twitter, you can follow me at Snowdub2, The Revenge. But anyway, it seems that over 400 celebrities have signed an open letter to publicly condemn the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel, an attack on free speech. And you can pause and zoom in here if you want to see some of the names that were on the list, but there's some there's some obvious ones in here, like Tom Hanks and who else? Pedro Pascal, Jennifer Aniston, Meryl Streep, Jason Bateman, Jane Fonda, Robert De Niro, some of the more likely candidates that we've seen on plenty of meltdowns in the past. But it seems like Hollywood pressured Disney to bring old Kimmel back. But there's some good news. There's still a little bit of a lighter side to all this. It seems a couple of the main companies that are affiliates with ABC have not bent the knee. That's right. So even though Kimmel is back on air, talking more of his lies and bullshit, it seems like over 20% of some of the networks will not be showing his show. They're still in discussions and trying to figure it out. But that's a good sign that we at least still have some holdouts out there that are not willing to bend to the Disney corporate knee, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into our next meltdown. Here we go. All right, first one off the chopping block, we've got Angelina Jolie. Yes, the ex-Mrs. Brad Pitt. Of course, she's hit the wall. Ain't looking too good these days with all that plastic surgery and lip fillers she's been getting throughout the years. Getting kind of rough around the edges, if you know what I mean. But of course, she's got to throw her 2 cents in on old Kimmel and his cancellation. Of course, they're talking about how his free speech has been taken away, which is a bunch of bullshit. But anyway, let's let this bitch cook. Hit that clip.
I love my country, and but I don't at this time recognize my country. And I think that's, but I've always lived internationally. My family's international. My friends, my life, my worldview is equal, united, international. So anything, anywhere that divides or, of course, limits personal expressions and freedoms and from anyone, I think is very dangerous.
You lose.
Are you crazy? Or just Flat stupid.
Oh, Angelina, you sorry washed up has-been. Why don't you head on over to Africa and adopt a couple more African kids? You know, I know that makes you feel better, you fucking weirdo. But either way, where were you when Roseanne's show got shut down? And she got canceled. Didn't see you putting up any posts or videos then. What about Gina Carano? Remember her? Yeah, she was canceled as well by Disney, no less. Did you come out and say something then? Oh, of course you didn't. Of course not. Because they weren't on your political spectrum, were they, Angelina? No, they were not. But as soon as somebody who pukes up rhetoric on your side of the fence, well, now all of a sudden you got something to say. Isn't that interesting, folks? These fucking assholes. By the way, you know you don't have free speech when it comes to your job, right? I mean, you can literally say anything you want, but you could still get fired for saying stupid shit. And that's kind of what happened to a lot of these dumbasses that were going after Charlie Kirk. I made a video about that. You guys can check that out. It's right here on the channel. But yeah, I think Angelina's a little lost. Looks like she might have smoked a little too much before this interview. And oh boy, I bet you she's on all kinds of meds these days. A walking pill bottle, more or less. Oh boy, you definitely dodged a bullet, Brad. Smart man getting away from this thing. Jesus Christ. Tuck and roll, you stupid bitch. All right, next on the chop block, we got old Jay Leno here. Yeah, Jay, you remember him. He took over for Johnny Carson for The Tonight Show, and he was there for years. And I don't ever remember him getting too crazy with the politics, but that was a long time ago. And oh boy, man, he's completely white-haired now. He's definitely getting up there in age. But this was a little cameo here, and well, you're gonna have to listen a little close because the volume's not the best. But just hear what old Jay Leno has to say about Kimmel's suspension.
I'm on Jimmy Kimmel's side on that one.
Bet you are.
Have you heard anything? Do you
No, I haven't heard anything. I know why people would contact me, but no, I haven't heard anything. But
What's the playing field change, Jay?
what's that?
What's the playing field change?
Well, it remains to be seen, doesn't it? So we'll see. We'll see.
Could you have ever imagined something like this happening when you were on the air?
Yeah. These kind of things happen all the time. But you know, you don't get canceled saying popular things. You get canceled. You know, sometimes. Usually, it's the truth that winds up getting canceled. So we'll see what happens.
You lose. Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Oh, you definitely are getting senile in your old age there, aren't you, Jay? Oh, this asshat. So he sides with Jimmy Kimmel. That's the first thing he said right there in the beginning before the audio peaked up a little bit. And that ain't my fault, folks. That was the video itself. But either way, he sits there and tries to say, oh, you know, this happened all the time, but it's usually for speaking the truth. Yeah, maybe in the past. Maybe if you're talking about Roseanne or Gina Carano, just to name a couple. But it didn't happen for Kimmel. No, because he flat out lied to his audience. Obviously lied. Yeah, I mean, did it on purpose to mislead people and to continue to create divide and chaos and basically just being an evil piece of shit. And, well, the networks have had enough. And, well, they put the slap down on old Kimmel. But, of course, Disney decided to bend over and take it from all these celebs that were crying. And now his dumbass is back on TV, unfortunately. But we'll see how long that lasts before he slips up and says something else stupid enough to get his ass canceled again. We shall see, shouldn't we, Jay? But go ahead and go back and polish all your 500 expensive-ass cars that you own and your multi-million-dollar home and your pampered lifestyle. We don't need any ad-libs from you, Leno. In fact, you should just be at home, hanging with the great-grandkids and baking cookies and chilling the fuck out and shut the fuck up and tuck and roll. All right, next up, we got the very special, and I mean special, folks. Oh, man. Retard. Oh, Chelsea Handler. Yeah, you remember her. She used to have a late-night show. Not sure what she's doing these days. I haven't seen much of her. But she's decided to creep out of her cave to come spew some rhetoric. And, oh, this ought to be a gem. Roll the clip.
Oh, hi. it's me, Chelsea.
You.
I was scheduled to be on Jimmy Kimmel's show tonight. So obviously now I have some free time. And as one of a handful of people who've hosted a late night show, I think it's pretty clear that our First Amendment, which is our right to free speech, is in grave danger. Last week, Brian Kilmeade, I'm not sure how you say his name, sorry, not really sorry, was on Fox and Friends and suggested that homeless people living with mental illnesses who refuse to accept help should be locked up in jail or lethally injected. At one point, he said, just kill them. But somehow he gets to keep his job because he's protected by the First Amendment, but Jimmy Kimmel may not be. It's pretty apparent what's happening in America. I mean, people have always faced backlash for things that they've said. We've just never had the government and government agencies like the FCC leading the charge to silence people before. Well, not since McCarthyism, which is one of the ugliest times in American history. We have to be the one to make our voices heard and not capitulate to being silenced. I know things are scary, but this isn't a time for fear. It's a time for action. Peaceful, nonviolent mobilization and protesting loudly. This is the moment to find your community and speak up before it's too late. I know everyone's tired. I'm tired too, but I'm not tired enough to give away our democracy.
Oh, Chelsea, there you go, lying your ass off again. I would love for someone to show me that clip where Brian Kilmeade talks about euthanizing homeless people. Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on that one. I'm pretty sure I would have seen that come across my feed. In fact, the left would have been outraged and freaking out over a comment like that. So I'm sure you're twisting the narrative like you always do, you fucking libtards, every damn time. But here she is backing up Kimmel because for freedom of speech is in danger, folks. Yeah, Kimmel got fired, so that means or suspended, and that means we're losing our freedoms. Yeah, blah blah blah, bullshit. Once again, I'm gonna say this a lot tonight. Where were you when Roseanne was canceled? Where were you when Gina Carano was canceled? Oh, not a fucking peep from Chelsea here. Oh, hell no. You know, she's a real class act, folks. Let me tell you, what a piece of shit. And I can prove it to you right about now. Guess what? There's more.
But wait! There's more!
Yeah, here's Chelsea again with another glorious clip that you're just gonna love, folks. Oh, man, talk about an evil piece of shit. But either way, you're gonna actually be probably a little repulsed by what this bitch has to say, but we're gonna go ahead and put it out there anyway and expose her ass. Go ahead and roll the clip.
Got pregnant a couple times when I was a teenager and got abortions. Thank God my parents had the sense to make sure that happened. And thank God as I got older and more mature, I understood that that's not what I'm cut out for. That's not my lifestyle. And I'm good at a lot of different things, but that's just not one of them. And that's okay.
You lose.
I am a nasty woman.
Yes, you heard that correct, folks. She got pregnant a couple times as a teenager and got abortions. Well, oh man, we could definitely see where this mental illness came from. And boy, her parents are shit because, one, I don't think that was the best idea, letting her little floozy daughter go out and spread her legs to whoever and not, educating her on safe sex. I mean, my God, did they not have condoms back in your day? I mean, I know you're old as dirt, and you probably had a buckskin condom from back in those days, but either way, you should have used protection, you hag. Disgusting. And literally, as a teenager, you're already racking up the abortions. Oh, that's just so awesome. No wonder you're still fucking single, living at home with a bunch of cats and box wine. You sorry sack of shit. Ain't no man out there want to marry your old ass anyway. Could you imagine listening to this dumb bitch squeal and screech in your ear every night about her feministic Nazi problems? Yeah, fuck that shit. Either way, Chelsea here needs to take a tip from the Jelster and hit the bricks and tuck it fucking roll. Speaking of old has-been haggy nasty bitches, here's another one from old Sex and the City fame. This ain't the first time I've had to cover Cynthia Nixon in her mouth, but she's here to tell us a little bit how she feels about what happened to Kimmel. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Hey, I just canceled my Disney Plus and Hulu subscriptions. And they asked me why. I hit other, and I wrote, because I believe in the First Amendment, reinstate Jimmy Kimmel now. My whole family is really going to miss Abbott Elementary. We are really going to miss Only Murders in the Building. But you know what? We would miss the First Amendment a whole lot more. Don't go to the theme parks. Don't go on the cruises. Cancel your subscriptions now.
You lose.
You stupid bitch! You filthy slut! Did you fuck with me?
I never thought I'd see the day where the leftards are saying they need to cancel Disney. Hell, us over here on this side have been saying that for years, ever since they desecrated our precious Muppets and feminized our Marvel and Star Wars. Yeah, we've been saying cancel Disney for a minute, but now it's just funny that you dumbasses decided to do it too. Oh, yeah. Well, let me guess. You probably signed right back up as soon as you heard Kimmel's show is back on. So this didn't age well for you, did it, bitch? But either way, I still find it hilarious that all of these celebrities are coming out the woodwork to defend Kimmel, yet were completely silent when it came to actors that got canceled on the right, like Roseanne and Gina Carano. Once again, I will throw those two names into the ring. And it's just amazing, folks. I can't believe it. But here it is in full display. These wretched has-been sorry-ass bitches over here crying and complaining about cameo, free speech, blah, blah, blah. Like I said before, your free speech is still free. You just might get fired for it, but you can still go make your own podcast and talk more shit and lie to your audience like Kimmel does. But no, all of a sudden, it's a free speech and First Amendment type of deal when it comes to your precious Jimmy. Fucking pathetic. All right, that's enough of looking at this hag. Tuck and roll, bitch. All right, speaking of has-beens, here is Jason Bateman, who hasn't been in a movie starring himself, since Teen Wolf 2? I don't know. It's been a long time. I'm sure he's done a few shows and stuff here and there, but he's really not that relevant anymore. But he's relevant enough to come on the Today Show and talk about his precious Jimmy. Let's go ahead and roll the clip.
Well, it's troubling to say the least, and we all have to really take a moment and figure out how we feel about this type of thing, especially people doing what you do. It's I'm sure there's going to be some sort of collective move to respond to this, but I'm not smart enough or powerful enough to be the one to do it. But I imagine there's plenty of conversations going on to do something, because you just can't stand by and let stuff like that go on.
Stuff like?
Well, Jimmy getting his show pulled for, freedom of speech.
You lose.
Stop it. Get some help.
Ah, shit. Well, he's right about one thing. He's definitely not powerful enough or have enough stature to make much of a difference. But either way, here he is chiming in again with his leftard brethren over there in Hollyweird. And yeah, he's putting his 2 cents in, defending Jimmy and his First Amendment and his freedom of speech, blah, blah, blah. You guys are so fucking bullshit. Just pathetic bullshit. I can't believe this. I didn't see none of you fucks come out for Gina Carano when me and my friends were all over X doing hashtag I stand with Gina. Yeah, didn't see you there marching and fighting for her right to get her show back, but no. Or what about Roseanne? Same thing. She had to go make her own damn podcast just so she could still speak her mind. And she even came out and apologized for her tweet, but it didn't matter. She still got canceled from her show, and they went to make the show on without her, and it literally killed her off for pills. Said she was a pill addict. Fucked up shit, man, is what happened to Roseanne, and it wasn't cool, and that show wasn't cool after they got rid of her. I think that show's over now, thank God. But man, all her co-stars on the Roseanne show sold her out, man, right up the river. Didn't give two shits because it was all about the money. Yep, John Goodman and the whole likes of them turned their backs on Roseanne, literally the woman who created and started that franchise, and they had the nerve to tuck and run just so they could get a paycheck and keep going with that shitty show. And here we go, another asshole celebrity who doesn't mention that. No, doesn't mention that. But as soon as Kimmel gets, a little slap in the mouth, well, now all of a sudden it's a problem. And now we need to talk about it. And yeah, you guys are so full of shit. I'm surprised your eyes aren't brown. My God. Anyway, time for Jason Bateman to go ahead and go make a Teen Wolf 3. Tuck and roll, you piece of shit. All right, next on the chopping block, we got another ex-late night host and Mr. Letterman here. Looking more like diabetic Santa. But either way, he too had to come out and talk some shit in his good buddy's presence for old Kimmel. And let's cry about it. Go ahead and roll that clip, Letterman.
I feel bad about this because we all see where this is going, correct? It's managed media, and it's no good. It's silly. It's ridiculous, and you can't go around firing somebody because you're fearful or trying to suck up to an authoritarian criminal administration in the Oval Office. That's just not how this works.
I still Biden. All right.
You lose.
Hey, moron!
Dude, look at me. I'm the one with waterboard, dude.
Well, looks like dementia is setting in for Grandpa here. He really has lost his shit, hasn't he? I love how he's talking about, blah, 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 this horrible regime, and, this president now is doing this, and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. I literally just came across some breaking news today about how Google has admitted that they silenced Republicans and conservatives during the Biden years. Didn't see you squealing for us back then, Letterman. Nope. And once again, it's funny how they talk all this shit, yet, like I've said before, Roseanne and Gina, not a peep. Not a peep when those ladies were canceled. Nope, didn't care then. It only matters when it happens to their side, because they're the only ones that are allowed true free speech. But I tell you what, if a conservative comes out and talks some shit, well, he needs to be silenced, shut down, and you'll just go about your day, get your golf swing on, don't worry about a thing. You won't fight for that. Oh, fuck no, you won't. You guys are so see-through, you might as well be a plain glass window. It's fucking ridiculous how stupid these people are and how obvious their rhetoric and one-sided bullshit really is. And Letterman, you are no better. Tuck and roll, you old ass punk. All right, next on the chopping block, we got Mark Ruffalo. Yeah, Incredible Bulk. Yeah, this piece of shit. Cannot stand this guy. He has been on my Celebrity Meltdowns several times now because he loves to talk shit about the right. This guy is one of the worst of them, folks. And of course, he had to chime in when it came to old Jimmy. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
We saw Jimmy Kimmel's show was canceled. We don't know what the reasons are, really. It's very cloudy and murky. I don't understand what's happening right now. My industry doesn't understand what's happening right now. But what they do understand is our freedom of speech is being attacked.
Oh, no.
You lose.
Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
Isn't it just amazing, folks, how many of these asshat Hollywood elite come out and defend their own? Yeah. Like I showed you in the beginning of the video, over 400 of these celebrities signed some kind of pledge or petition or whatever to get his shitty ass show back on the air. But what Ruffalo forgets is that Kimmel wasn't doing so good in the ratings department. No, he wasn't. People don't watch his bullshit show anymore. And yeah, Disney lost a few mil from advertisers or whatever. And of course, you Hollywood weirdos pressured Disney into bringing them back. But I got a feeling it ain't gonna last long, folks. And people like Kimmel, who spread outright lies to their audience, they deserve to get fired. Not only for that, but for their just shitty ass comedy. He's not funny. Not in the least. And his show just sucks. He's never been funny. That's a fact, folks. Even back at the Man Show, he was definitely the least funny of the pair. Adam Carolla was the funny one of that show. But that's besides the point. Fucking Ruffalo. He's always one of the first ones to chime in. You sorry ass. I can't wait till Marvel finally tanks and you're out of a job. Because I'm sick of seeing you play the Hulk. You sorry piece of shit. Tuck and roll. Alright, for this next clip, guys, I thought I'd flip the script for a minute and listen to somebody that's actually on our side. Yeah, Mr. Rob Schneider, old Deuce Bigelow, male gigolo here. Yeah, he's kind of been canceled too. He hasn't been able to do a lot of big movie projects ever since he came out as a Trump supporter. That's right. Hollywood has kind of ostracized him. Well, everybody except maybe Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler is actually starting to show his true colors. I'm pretty sure he's a Trump supporter as well. But that's for another video. Either way, I wanted to hear what Rob here has to say about the Kimmel situation. Maybe shed a little light on the truth and the reality of the circumstance. Roll that clip.
Well, Will, first of all, I woke up this morning to the incredible shock that apparently TV shows are not guaranteed in our Constitution. I mean, wow. So that was tough to swallow, first. Second, I'm still waiting for the left, the liberals, to get outraged about Roseanne getting fired for her free speech. I'm also waiting. I've been waiting a long time for the left and the Democrats, especially the Democrats on Capitol Hill, for the Twitter files that released that the Biden-Harris administration was actually using the government to pressure Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and especially Twitter to actually censor actual Americans through government pressure.
That's a great point there, Rob. In fact, I gotta totally agree with you because they're still doing it. Still. I literally had a video taken down just the other day, thanks to YouTube's bullshit and constantly scanning my videos, trying to find anything and everything they can nail the patriotic puppet for. That's why I need all you awesome patriots to subscribe to this channel and help me out, because the bigger we get, the less chance they got to cancel us. But either way, Rob, you nailed it, buddy. And it's true. It's true. There's nowhere in the Constitution that guarantees you to keep your late night TV show. What a bunch of horse shit. And that's why we didn't throw a big, huge fit and talk this crazy shit about First Amendment and losing the freedom of speech when Roseanne and Gina were canceled. No, we just bucked up, accepted it, and just kept supporting them. Yep, supporting them in whatever they did, because we understood that, it's a job is a job, and you can get fired for pretty much anything. We understand that. Was it wrong to fire Roseanne? Yes. Was it wrong to fire Gina Carano? Of course it was. All they were doing true freedom of speech by posting stupid tweets or stupid memes or whatever. Didn't matter. Who cares? But the one thing they didn't do was they didn't straight up lie to their audience about something as crucial as who the shooter was for Charlie Kirk. And that's what Jimmy did. Piece of shit. I couldn't believe it, man. And here he is back on TV again 1 week later. Either way, we'll find out where this goes down this deep, dark rabbit hole. But it's interesting to see the perspective of both sides here. Thank you, Rob. Appreciate you. Now tuck and roll, brother. All right, next one on the chop block here. We got old Jake Tapper. Yeah, Jake Tapper here. What did he used to be? Wasn't he like a late night newscaster or something like that? I can't remember. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comments below. But I do recognize the guy and the name. I'm thinking he was on the news. But either way, he's got to chime in as well and defend his buddy Kimmel. Let's go ahead and roll that clip.
All right, Jimmy Kimmel. He's a friend of both of ours.
Yeah.
But what was your original take on how this all went down?
I mean, I thought it was pretty much the most direct infringement by the government on free speech that I've seen in my lifetime.
Yeah.
This was the FCC chairman saying, local affiliates, it's time for you to say you're not going to air Kimmel anymore. Yes, sir. How high do you want me to jump, sir? They do it, and it's just insane.
lose.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Ah, yes, another retard sitting here talking about, it's the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. Blah, 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 blah. I guess you weren't around during the 4 years of the Biden presidency, were you? When his regime was openly pushing Facebook and Twitter and YouTube to silence conservatives. Having their stream shut down for daring to give a crooked eye to the 2020 election. Yes, me too. I actually had one of my streams taken down for years, and just recently they put it back up because I had the audacity to question the 2020 election and some shenanigans that we knew was going down back then. But, and of course, Twitter and Facebook as well have all come out and admitted it. In fact, Elon Musk literally dropped the Twitter files last year, and we got a good hard look at how conservatives were being silenced and their algorithms were being suppressed, so they couldn't make no money, so they couldn't get their message out, so they couldn't grow. Yeah, but you forgot about all that, didn't you? No, Kimmel, that's the worst you've ever seen, blah, blah, blah. These fucking people are ridiculous. They're so full of shit, and all they do is sit around and poke each other in the ass with their nose and smell each other's farts because they think they're so fucking cool. You sorry sack of shit. Go back to your sorry ass late night talk show or whatever the hell you're from and tuck and roll, bitch. All right, last little snippet I wanted to throw in here, guys, and this is a gem. If you don't know, famous author Stephen King, well, he's been very outspoken on his disdain for old President Trump and the conservative side. In fact, he makes some of the nastiest tweets you will ever see. In fact, well, here's some of them right here. Oh, man. But he said some fucked up shit about Charlie Kirk when he was unfortunately unalived back on September 10th. And, well, he got called out for it. Yeah. Says right here, I apologize for saying Charlie Kirk advocated for stoning gays. What he actually demonstrated was how some people cherry pick biblical passages. Oh, did you say that, Mr. King? I bet you did. I bet your pompous sorry ass got right onto Twitter and started spewing that rhetoric bullshit and didn't do your fact checking, you sorry sack of shit. And yeah, here he is crying and crying. I have apologized. Charlie Kirk never advocated. I was wrong. I apologize. I deleted the post. Yeah, I thought so, you piece of shit. But here's the funny thing about this, guys. The only reason he came out and apologized for this is because he had a brand new movie that was just coming out. The Long Walk or whatever it's called, with another sorry-ass piece of shit Trump hater starring in it, Mark Hamill. Yeah, that Luke Skywalker guy. He's another one that's got serious TDS. Him and King. Boy, they are both suffering from it real bad. But, yeah, he wanted to promote his movie and was hoping that, they would get some good reviews and make some cash and put a little more money in his pocket like he needs it. This is him here trying to clean up his bullshit before it got spread around, but it was too late. And I got good news for you guys. The movie, yeah, it flopped. Nobody went to see it. Yep, it's in the tank. Gonna be straight to DVD or streaming. So go fuck yourself, Stephen King, you sorry ass hat. You ain't wrote a good book since the 70s. Nobody gives a shit. Now tuck and roll. Well, that's going to do it for this round of Celebrity Meltdowns, my friends. And, well, how do you feel about this whole Jimmy Kimmel situation? Maybe leave me a comment down there below and, throw in your 2 cents. I love your comments, and I make sure to read them all. Oh, and while you're down there, slap that like button if you would, please. Maybe hit the share, show this video to a friend, and, of course, hit that subscribe if you haven't done so already. There's like 40% of you guys that watch my videos and still haven't subscribed. Maybe today will be the day you'll hook up this patriotic puppet so we can take it to the next level and make Muppets great again. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Now tuck and roll.
A few moments later.
A lot of people
asking me if there are conditions for my return to the air, and there is one. Disney has asked me to read the following statement. I've agreed to do it. Here we go. To reactivate your Disney Plus and Hulu account.
This some repugnant shit.
I don't think what I have to say is going to make much of a difference. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. I have no illusions about changing anyone's mind. You understand that it was never my intention to make light of the murder of a young man.
Yes! Yes! Oh, let me taste your tears, Scott. Your tears are so yummy and sweet. Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy.
Hey, Kimmel, you're still not funny. Just saying. Fucking sorry ass.
Make Muppets great again.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah!
I'll catch you on the flip side.